Hi, Sarah here with my final layout for the Mind the Scrap Chinese Whispers Facebook challenge. I'm lifting the layout at the beginning by Claire, who's Scrappy Nerd UK on YouTube, and I'll be leaving links below to both Mind the Scrap and to Claire's YouTube channel. Okay, so here we go. So for this layout, I wanted to do the stamping that Claire did on her layout, where it went down from the top corner to bottom corner on the page, but I don't have any background stamps that are like squiggly shapes and things like that, so I just used my feather stamp and die set that came in the June kit. It's by Vicky Booton. So I've stamped out a few onto this piece of mixed media cardstock. I've trimmed it down to 11.5 squared, and this is the offcut. This is so that I could just do a bit of an experiment on this, but then I will use the feathers from this offcut as well. So I'm basically just experimenting, see if it turns out okay. I'm using VersaFine ink because that doesn't react to water once it's dry, so that you can watercolour on top of it and it won't affect it, and the mixed media paper doesn't warp very much, so that's good for if you're using a lot of water on your background. So I've set those to one side so that I can work on my paper cluster that goes in the middle with my photograph. So I've taken out some of my papers from the July kit, and these ones are absolutely gorgeous. I love them. They're like water and sunset sort of effects here, but I just want to use a few strips of it. I do get the paper add-on, so if I wanted to do a layout with a complete pattern paper background, I still have the other sheet, so I can still use that. But for this one, I'm just trimming down my paper to create the paper cluster matching the one in Claire's layout. So I'm just trimming some flag shapes into that piece, and then I'll be layering it on top of that one, and then I'm just adding this branding strip because it has all the right colours in it, and I just wanted a little extra pop of colour down the side. And this is the picture, which is my little boy when he's quite tiny, and we were at the Sea Life Centre because we've not had the opportunity to go on holiday yet with him properly, so we took him to the Sea Life Centre, and I thought there's lots of seashells and things in this collection, so I'm taking advantage of that. And I was trying to get him to smile at the camera, and he was just staring at me, and there's penguins flying past him in the background, and he's just not bothered at all. So the feathers sort of link in with the seashells in this one, kind of just make it work, I guess. So here I've taken my ink palette, and I already have the 3 inks that are bubblegum pink, vibrant turquoise and lemon zest, and then there's a green one at the bottom which I don't use. And because they're water reactive, when they dry out, all you have to do is add water back to them and they just react again, and you just use them again. So all I had to do was add a little bit extra ink to each one, and here I am adding the water using these droplets that came in a mixed media kit previously. These are all Mind the Scrap kits that I'm talking about. I'll be leaving a link to their shop as well below in the description part. So what I've done is stamped out my pattern going down the page, added a few arrows in, and then I'm just dropping ink onto it to colour in the feathers, but then I'm adding a few splatters here and there just to create a nice messy mixed media effect there. Then I'm just dabbing up any excess water with my paper towel there. I'm also coming in with some dark-ish pink, yellow and teal Heidi Swap colour shines to add just a few dots of shimmer on there as well, just a bit of added interest in the background. And now I'm adding a lot of adhesive so that when I put this on the black cardstock it should sit fairly flat. It's not completely flat because I have used a technique where I used a lot of water, so and here I'm just adding my paper cluster back on. I do end up peeling all this back up and moving it across slightly because it was covering too much of that side of the background, but I don't do that on camera. I put it down and then bring it back up again in a minute. There we go, I've moved it along. Now I'm just sifting through the ephemera that came in the kit, and I'm just trying to find some nice pieces that I think go well. I already know I want to use all the little seashells and things because, like I say, it's the Sea Life Centre. So I've just put all them to one side, and here I'm bringing out my Bramble Fox perspectives and flair. Now we did get some of these in one of our kits, and I have also bought some because I love them. They're so good for titles and things, and I've hardly got any flair, so I took the opportunity to grab a few in the really cute pastel colours that work really well. So I've decided on that smile and the camera because he just wouldn't smile, so I thought it was quite funny. And I'll probably on the front I'll do a little journaling just about where we are, but on the back I'll probably write a little bit more about how he wouldn't smile and he was just ignoring the penguins and staring at his daddy with the camera, etc. Here I'm just adding in my seashells. I also added in some of that Little Bee washi. It's just got gold feathers on it, so it just ties in with any gold elements on the page as well. And then I'm just placing everything where I want them to be. I've got that little flare in there as well, and the colours match the feather colours perfectly. So now I wanted to add in a little bit more 3D embellishments with the feathers. So some of the feathers I'm going to add foam tape behind so that they pop off the page, and then some of the embellishments I do the same with, so that there's a few different layers to the whole layout. Just adding a little bit of bling with my Wink of Stella pen on top of some of the feathers that are popped up off the page. And I also add this one in my main embellishment cluster, which is behind that photo strip type thing there, and then I add foam dots behind them shells so they pop up off the page as well. I'm just finishing off with a few cute little word stickers which have got that holographic look to them as well to tie it all in together. I add my journaling, and that is me done. So thanks for joining me today. If you'd like to see more from me, then please remember to like and subscribe. Thanks again. Bye.